Hey TJ, I've got a question, and I bought a few properties in a complex, and the trustees haven't been having meetings, the AGM meetings that they are supposed to be, and we are on year number 2. How can I hold them accountable? Woohoo! Oh, I smell a rat there, a big rat. Okay, right, but let's help you out. Here at the TJ Tribe, our job is to make sure that we can educate each other in the complexities of investing, not just in complexes, but in real estate, right? And I've always maintained to say that there's no money in investing in complexes, but that's not the topic today. We just want to help somebody who is having a problems with their trustees. If we are meeting for the first time, my name is TJ, your host, and I'm a former banker and founder here at the TJ Tribe. And I do business with a focus in student accommodation, flips, which is buy and sell, and coaching, with the hope that all of us, as young, upcoming modern parents, we can be able to have passive income from real estate. Welcome to the channel. I've dug in on here, I've double checked with my legal team. So we did a little bit of research before I came out here. So here we goes, my good friends. In South Africa, we have seen many complexes coming up. And some of you have been told that it's an investment if you buy a property. But that's not what we are talking about. We'll talk about that in another video. Today is just about how do you hold your trustees accountable to the annual general meetings, right? I think this is a must know for everybody who is investing in real estate. So welcome back to the TJ Tribe. This is where we help out working parents build alternative income through real estate. So I'm just going to say it out, right? Straight up. And a spade is a spade. And I think that if the trustees are skipping an AGM, and this is the second time, I think there's a problem there. You should be worried, and there is things that you can do. But before, by the end of this video, I think what we are going to be talking about is basically around about 3 things. And the first thing is that, number 1, what is an AGM? So why do we need it there? Because I don't think many people understand why we need it, and hence we don't pitch up to these AGMs. We buy these units, but we never pitch up, and we complain all the time, and so on. So what is an AGM and why do we need it? And then the second one is that what does the law say? That there is a law, but which law, right? And then thirdly, I'll speak about practical steps, things that you can do. So if you're already on, or you're planning to buy a property, 2 bed, 1 bath, 1 bed in a complex, then this video is basically, it's definitely for you. So let's go into the details of it. Now, firstly, an AGM, it's basically the annual general meeting. It's a legal requirement for all sectional title schemes in South Africa. And it's just basically a meeting where financials are reviewed. Obviously, there has to be an accountant, and there has to be someone who prepares that. And then thereafter, you prepare the budget, and it is approved within that meeting. And then trustees are also then elected, right? We live in some of these complexes, and in the body corporate, there's other people that now think that they own the body corporate. They've been there for years, and they think that they own it. They don't. The body corporate, it is you, the person who also owns the property in there. So I want to state it out categorically that skipping an AGM means no budget approval. So if you have skipped for 2 years, what have they been doing in the other year? That's a serious red light for me. So it also then means that there's no oversight, there's no accountability, and I think that at large it can then affect what we call levies. And levies is just the fee that is paid for the general maintenance or the upkeep of the communal areas, and obviously it affects your property value at the end. even the future resale of your property. So you can see that, just skipping that, it's got a huge detrimental there. So let's speak about it. So from a law perspective, now you understand what the AGM is all about. Number two, what does the law says about it, right? So there is actually an act, like we have many acts in our countries. There is an act on sectional titles. It's a thing now in every city. There's a sectional title somewhere, and there's this. It's called I think it's called STSMA. I think it is not South Africa. Sectional Titles Scheme Management Act, right? It's called Sectional Titles Schemes Management Act. So it's an act. It's there. You can read up on it. It's obviously a couple of pages. You can read on it. You're already investing in it. Just like there's a rental act, by the way. I've asked many people who invest in real estate, say, hey, have you ever read the rental act? What does it say? And someone says, is there a rental act? It is there. So let's not digress. So the sectional title scheme, it's basically prescribed management rules. That's what it does. And the trustees, it says there that the trustees needs to have a AGM soon after the year end of the financials. So if your financials, many companies, the financials is in February, but this is now like a body corporate. So it may be anywhere in the year. So double check on your financials when they send you out your financials for the body corporate. When is your year end? So if your year end is, let's say, in June, it basically means that you should have, it's prescribed. The law states you must have your AGM by October. So that's 4 months, right? So at the back of that 4 months, you need to have 14-day notice must be given to all owners of what's going to be discussed, and the pack needs to go out. And then thereafter, in the meeting, the financials needs to be presented. Now, if it's not happening, it's then just poor management. That's what it basically means. It actually also means non-compliance with the law. So somebody can go to jail, right? But hold on. I know you want to send some people to jail. Yeah, maybe you're staying in a complex. You're like, TJ, can I send them to jail? No, hold on. We know that we don't like some of these people, but don't worry. This is about investment, so you're not staying there. They've rejected something, your offer on some changes that you're wanting to do, so you hate them. No, calm down. It's not about that. So how do you practically hold your trustees accountable? So now we understand the pros and the cons of having the meetings, the AGMs, and also now we understand what the law says. We're on the right side of the law here. This is our investments, is for our future. So what does it say? How can you do this practically? This is the TJ way of managing things. There is obviously other avenues that you can explore, but I would urge you to explore this 3-step process. Step number 1, of requesting the annual general meeting. Send a written request, right? Put it on writing. You are the owner of this property, whether there's a managing agent or to one of the trustees or to all the trustees actually. So send a written letter, and then within your letter, quote this act, right? So Google it, get the act, and state to them that we should be having an AGM within 4 months deadline. How come? What's happening, right? And then keep it polite also. I see people that are cattish, and be polite. You are the big person here. You got the investments. They're probably just a nobody, in my view. Number 2, you can see that some of these trustees, they irritate me. Yeah, we won't mention names here. No need of mentioning name. But I've been investing for a long time, so I've met many trustees in my life. Right. Anyways, step number 2, you've written a letter. So now this is step number 2. Potentially the trustees haven't responded, and often it does happen. Some of us, we do have what we call WhatsApp groups for the trustees, or for the not the trustees, the people that own the property. You already know some of these people. You went there, or maybe you used to stay there. They used to be your neighbors. So set up a WhatsApp group, or maybe you already have a Facebook group on it. And maybe this is the time of you creating a WhatsApp group and say, guys, I'm just making sure that we can all be in one group and we know each other, just in case something wrong happens tomorrow, and we can all communicate nicely. So rally other owners. Basically, that's the point here. When you rally other owners and you send this letter to the trustees, normally trustees, they kind of like wake up. The third step that I think that you can do is to call a meeting yourself, right? As the owner, you are eligible to do that. So according to the law, the trustees, if they are being absent, this is my view, they're being absent. I don't know why they haven't had a meeting for 2 years, but let's assume they've been absent. In this case, the law dictates that there has to be a quorum. And generally, it's about 25%. So if you have to call a meeting and 25% of the owners pitch up, it's a quorum. And with that, you can be able to say to the trustees, hey, we have fired you. We had a meeting and you was not there. But obviously, this is all in the same spirit of, these are the same people that you're going to stay with. So you don't want to be taking each other's to law and so on and things like that. So call a meeting yourself. That's the thing that I'm saying here. Make sure that you can rally others, and so that there is more than 25% of you. If you're in property investment, at some point or the other, you have had to evict someone. And I know, my friends, it is a painful exercise. But I'm here to tell you that for the last couple of years, I've been using a company that is called Expello. Expello, basically what they do is that you pay them a monthly fee, and over and above that, whenever you get a delinquent tenant, they will come and evict that individual free of charge, because obviously you've been paying, right? And over and above that, you don't have to do anything. But guess what? I have managed to organize a good price for you. And the link here that you're seeing, which is called expello.link./TJ Tribe, gets you a great discount from Expello. So my friends, don't be caught with your pants down on your tenant. Just Expello them with Expello. It is TJ. Let's go back to the video. Now, the last thing that you may want to explore, and this year, I do think that many people jump onto that option before exploring these 3 steps. But it is what it is. We are all different. Remember, I said this is the TJ route. I would then lay a complaint. There is a community schemes ombudsman, right? So the community schemes or ombud services, they are there. The ombudsman, like insurance, there's an ombudsman for insurance. The banking, there's an ombudsman for insurance. So there's the big brother that we can always refer to. I always say that whenever there is a service, always make sure that there's an ombudsman somewhere. Yeah, the process could delay, but it's never denied, right? In my view, I've had an insurance at one point, a claim that was rejected. I went to the ombudsman. 8 months it took me, but then the insurance was told, hey, pay Mr. Jack. So the ombudsman, I believe that is effective. You can state your case. And obviously all this that we've spoken about, you would want to also include that. It's affordable to go to the ombudsman, and also it puts legal pressure on the non-compliance of the trustees. So obviously this is a route to take. Now, the last part that I want to mention here, my good friends, you as a parent, right? We're always talking to parents here. Here at the TJ Tribe, we are always teaching about alternative income and property being a big part of it, right? It's a no-brainer. If you're new to here, that's maybe your first time. But real estate isn't just about buying a unit in a complex or in these complexes. I want to state something That's very important to all of us. You don't make money when you're buying. I've heard many people saying that. No, you make money when you are managing your investment. So for that reason, my friends, you are wanting to ensure that governance is tight. So how do you make sure that governance is tight? Get involved, right? So an AGM can literally reveal to you that there's poor spending. If you know how to read financials, if you don't know, ask the next person. Learn how to do it. Unapproved budgets. So if they've been spending last year and there was no budget that was approved, what have they been spending on? So already they are out of governance on there. And maybe there could be some fraud also. Now I'm going deeper into this thing, right? There might be some fraud on there as well. So my good friends here at the tribe, here is what I would like you to do. At the end of this thing, we've spoken about it, but what is the action? Check on your complex. So whether you're staying in it and you own another property, whatever, it doesn't really matter. But this guy here says 2 years, the AGM hasn't happened. So now they're on year number 3. So how can we help them? We gave them the practical ways. But now this is for everybody else who doesn't have this problem. Number 1 is that check your complex when you last had the AGM. That's number 1. Number 2, if it's due, follow the processes we have discussed. And then number 3, this is quite good for all of us here. Share this video in your complex groups. Share this video with whoever that it is that you are thinking that they will earn some value, get some value from this. And let's get everyone educated within these things. Remember, this is our investments. So we can't allow other people dictate what's going to happen into our investments. So my good friends here at the TJ Tribe, remember, we are always talking about real estate and alternative income, or should I say alternative income through real estate. And we educate ourselves about all of these things that are needed to be done. So welcome if this is your first time. Hey, don't forget on Wednesdays at 7 o'clock, we've got Wednesday Deal Day. Until we see each other then, it is I, your boy, TJ. Happy investing.